Yes?
I was just want to on FaceTime.
Just okay, when I'm done with my makeup, we'll FaceTime her. Okay. Hi everyone, and thanks so much for tuning in. So for today's video, I'm going to show you how I got this look right here. And I'm also going to be discussing the Beatfacehoney makeup class that I recently attended. So if you are interested, then please stay tuned. So as you can see, I've already went ahead and done my eyebrows. What I use is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dipbrow Pomade, and I like to use the color dark brown. And I like to set that with my NYX Eyebrow Cakes powder. I like to use a little bit of a lighter reddish color to balance out the dark brown of the Dipbrow Pomade. And then to clean everything up with concealer, I just use my MAC Studio Finish Concealer in NW40, and that's what I go with underneath and on top to kind of clean up my lines. And finally, to set everything and make sure my eyebrows don't move all over the place, I like to take the Maybelline Great Lash Clear Mascara, and I just kind of brush up my hairs. I'll be sure to list all the products that I'm using in the description box, because I'm pretty sure I won't remember to name it as I'm talking. But right now I'm using my Hourglass Veil Mineral Primer, and I'm just going to put that all over my face. I really like this primer. So a couple of weeks ago, maybe like a month ago, I went to a makeup class that was taught by Beatfacehoney, or Tatiana Ward. And for those who don't know, Tatiana is a famous makeup artist. She has a big social media following, but she's also worked with a lot of big names, and she's like traveled and toured with like big artists. And I've been a huge fan of her for years. I've always loved her work, and she just always seemed to have like a fun and bright spirit. So when I saw that she was going to be teaching a makeup class in a nearby town, I knew that I had to attend. So the makeup class was a 3-hour session. She picked a model and basically did a full face on her, which was really cool to see. If you are somebody who is into makeup, whether you're an artist or you just like to apply makeup on yourself, this class was absolutely amazing, and I highly recommend it. For our class, she ended up doing 2 different eyes. She did a cut crease on one eye and just like a smoky eye on the other eye. I just primed my eyes using the MAC Paint Pot and Groundwork, and now I'm going to take my Juvia's Place Magic Palette to begin my eye look. She broke down the products that she uses, the brushes that she likes to have in her kit. I was in there taking so many notes. I had my little notebook with me, and I was just jotting down everything she was saying. She, answered all of our questions. It was really just an amazing experience. And her story is so inspiring. And she's just such a motivational person, because it just was an example of what hard work and dedication can do for you and where it can take you. There's a lot of stuff that I learned from her class, and I'm not gonna sit up here and try to like replay what I learned from her class, because I wouldn't do it any justice. Like, giving the Cliff Note version of what the class was about wouldn't even give it any justice. But I did get some takeaways that I do want to share with you guys. Just some generic stuff that I walked away learning from her. The first thing that I kind of like got from her class was the importance of investing in yourself. Just the fact that, I've been a fan of hers for years. I've always liked her work, so the opportunity to see her work live and in person, that's like literally a dream come true. And since makeup is something that I do, this is something that will definitely, in the long run, benefit me. We owe it to ourselves to invest in ourselves. Like, whatever it is that we're interested in, whether it's makeup, you know, business, fashion, cooking, you know, there are so many tools and resources and things that are available to us to learn and grow from, and it is up to us to really like take control and invest in ourselves. I was just so grateful that I was able to attend this class when I did, because shortly after the class I had a wedding that I was doing, and I was able to utilize the stuff that I learned from the class in my gig, and I just felt extremely inspired and motivated after the class. It was such a cool experience because there were other makeup artists and other women who were in the class as well, and you know, Tatiana encouraged as many questions as we had. She was, you know, willing to answer those, so that was really cool to me, to be surrounded by like-minded people who you know, just have the same passion for makeup and for learning. Just the interactiveness was just something different that you don't get from sitting at home watching a video. One thing that I really like about Beatfacehoney is that she's just skilled. Your technique is honestly what's gonna really carry you as an artist. Tatiana had all kinds of stuff in her kit. High-end, drugstore. A real artist is able to work with whatever they have and make their client look good and feel good. Soften up the edges a little bit. So we're gonna go ahead and move on to face, and then we're gonna get back to the eyes. I thought it was so cool how humble and like relatable Tatiana was. She was extremely patient with everybody. That to me says a lot and just made me like her even more. She stayed afterwards to answer additional questions. She took pictures with us. She was cracking jokes. I feel like treating people nicely is so important. When you have somebody in your chair and they may be difficult, or you know, you may be under some pressure or being rushed, you definitely still have to maintain some friendly and quality customer service. I thought it was really cool how nice she was. And I mean, obviously you could kind of tell from her videos that she's like a fun and nice person. Sometimes we meet people that we look up to and they like kind of disappoint us based on like their attitudes. And I'm just so happy that that wasn't the case. I could literally go on and on. The class was back in January and I feel like I'm still gushing over it just because it was that good to me and it just made me want to do more. I'm just using my Mineralize Skin Finish, my MAC Mineralize Skin Finish in Dark Tan. I'm just kind of applying that all over to set my face a little bit. Nicka K, the beauty supply store brand Nicka K. I love this contour doer. This is the medium sculpting brush from Real Techniques. I'm just going to take my Mercier setting powder. I'm just using my NYX matte bronzer in Deep Tan. And I'm just going to take a fluffy brush. This is my Morphe M506. I'm going to take some of that bronzer and contour my nose. Add a little bit of bronzer into the crease and bring it down the side of my nose. To brush away the excess powder on my face, I like to mix it with my Mineralize Skin Finish a little bit. Okay, so for blush, I'm going to take that same sculpting brush from Real Technique that I used for bronzing, and I'm going to use this Wet n Wild Color Icon blush in the color, what color is this? This is Mellow Wine. And then for highlight, I'm going to be taking the Maybelline Master Chrome highlight. This is in Molten Gold. I love this highlighter. Going back to my eyes, I do want to smoke out the bottom. I'm using my favorite ever, my Telescopic, my Juvia's Place Nubian 2 palette, and I love the color Zuri in my inner tiers. This is the Ruby Kiss Forever Matte Liquid Lipstick in the color Oh Boy. It's a really pretty brown. Now to set everything, I'm going to use my Cover FX Illuminating Setting Spray. So this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please be sure to give me a thumbs up, and I will see you next time.